over 5,000 seats, and the first of 19 buildings to be built in Rockefeller Center Plaza. Radio City Music Hall is like no other, and we had the best seat in the house.
Radio City opened December 27, 1932. There was a large stage show here on that evening. It was supposed to be a huge variety event. Didn't go exactly how it was planned to go. Soon thereafter, a couple of weeks as a matter of fact, they changed over to the format being movies and a stage show, and that lasted until about 1979 here.
Shortly after we first opened, we were considered the largest indoor movie theater in the world.
It was like a holiday gift. You would come and see the Rockettes for 20 minutes, and then you'd watch the movie, the feature film. In 1979, we changed over to doing concerts and events and the Christmas show as we know it today. There's stuff everywhere in this building, every corner. There's the Roxy apartment upstairs. You can meet a Rockette in the hallway upstairs outside the Roxy apartment. The great stage is unmatched. The seating area is just incredible. The sound in the building is awesome. So there's just so many things to experience when you come into this building that you leave here. It's an experience just walking in, finding things.
We're in an area called the Grand Lounge, and if you notice, it's an overall dark design. It was thought that the use of black paint and dim lighting would influence guests to lower their voices so as not to disturb the audience upstairs watching the show. If you'll notice the placement of the pillars, you'll notice that they are sporadically placed throughout the building, but it was done intentionally to divide the audience descending from the orchestra level of the theater into smaller, more manageable groups. Every aspect of the building was well thought out. The inspiration behind Radio City was Samuel Lionel Rothafel, and his nickname was Roxy. And the Rockefellers were so pleased with the success that Roxy made of Radio City that they gave him a gift of an apartment within the theater. So we're in the Roxy Suite apartment. It's 20 feet from the floor to the ceiling in this space. The wonderful wood paneling is cherry wood. The cabinet in front of the room is oak, and the sideboards are mahogany. And this is the original furniture also from 1932. We are in the palatial 60-foot grand foyer. And one of the most wonderful things about Christmas time is coming into the grand foyer and seeing our beautiful Swarovski crystal Christmas tree. It is absolutely awe-inspiring. And it's one of the first things people notice when they walk into the room. We love it. The chandeliers are original to the building, and they are created with heat-resistant molded glass, and they weigh 4,000 pounds apiece. They're suspended from steel cables, and at the top is a metal plate, and on the other side of it is a motor. And when it comes time for maintenance of the chandeliers, they can be slowly lowered to the floor, at which time it takes a 6-person crew about 8 hours to clean them. That painting was created by a gentleman named Ezra Winter, and it just seemed to be the perfect place to put it. It is 40 by 60 feet. Ezra actually painted that canvas on a tennis court out in Long Island, New York, then transported it to the music hall in sections. It's inspired by an Oregon Indian legend, and it depicts mankind's search for eternal youth and immortality. When it comes time to clean the drapes, the mirrors, and the wall covering in this area, We actually employ a useful innovation that was actually built into the building in 1932. If you take a look at the ceiling, you'll notice a track. It encircles the entire ceiling. We can hook scaffolding into that track, and it enables our workers to be lowered without the use of ladders.
This structure is incredible. There's nothing like it. There's nothing like it anywhere in the world. It was designed by a guy named Donald Desky, who was just voted the top 20 architects in history, and it's really a masterpiece. It's unbelievable. I just think the guys that built this place in the 1930s were really smart. They were way ahead of their time, and I'd love to speak with them if I could in another life, but it was just incredible what they knew and what they did.
There's two things that are my favorite part of working here. People, I'm definitely a people person. I meet people from all over the world, so that is absolutely a favorite thing. And the building, I love the building. I can walk around Radio City when no one is here, first tour guide of the day, unlocking the doors on the route, and just feel excited to be here and in love. I'm in love with the building.
My favorite part is just to come in every day. I walk across the stage at 8 o'clock in the morning, and sometimes I still can't believe that I work here. I look up, there's nobody here, it's very quiet, and I just say, you know, it's kind of like Jeter with the Yankees. I say, thank God I work at Radio City. I do. I mean that.